are live on YouTube and LinkedIn and Facebook and a few other places as well, but I can't even remember. Twitch, whatever it is. Anyway, we are live. Hope you're well today. Today's session, I want to talk about landing pages. I want to talk about organic content. I want to talk about paid ads. I want to talk about follow-up processes, and I want to talk about the sales process as well. This is all about fixing your broken sales funnel. And if you are struggling to close clients right now, it's because your sales funnel is not working properly. And it might not be working at various points, and it might be working at other points. So for example, you might well be driving a lot of traffic back to your website, back to your offers, back to your sales funnel, back to your product pages, and so on. But if it stops there and the traffic is then not being converted into a sale, then that's usually where your problem is. Now, it might be elsewhere, because it could be that they land on your landing page or your website, and then they go off it and they go onto Google and they do some searches and they see your reviews, and your reviews online are really bad. So it's not the landing page that's actually not going to convert, it's something else. And so this all forms a very big part. We call it a Gestalt in German, I think it's called. It's like an overall thing where all of these individual components, all of them have to work. It's like a success cake, and it's got various ingredients, including landing pages, including reviews, including follow-up process and the sales process, and all these things that a business needs in order to go out and close some business. And if you've not got them, and we're going to go through these, it's usually 5 steps. If you've not got these, or you've got a step missing, then the whole thing doesn't work. It's like a car. You know, if you've not got a fuel tank and the car's not starting, there's no point in fiddling about in the engine, because you haven't got a fuel tank. There's no fuel. I guess eventually kind of get through and work that out. But all of those components of a car, from a steering wheel to wheels to seats to an engine to brakes, all of it, an alternator, I don't know the bits of a car, the pedals that make it go and stop, all of those things are really, really important. If you just remove one of those things, the car doesn't work. And it's the same in many things. You need a whole bunch of ingredients in order to make this work. So first up, we're going to talk about how to fix a broken sales funnel. And then we're going to go through the 5 steps of a 5-step formula of converting campaigns into winning campaigns. So first up, you need to work out and analyze what's going on with your sales funnel. And first up, as always, is how much marketing have you actually got going out on a regular basis? Because if you're not marketing enough, or if you're dropping leaflet drops and you're doing 1,000 a day, that's not bad. It's still 30,000 a month. But let's face it, how many people are actually dropping 30,000 leaflets a month? There's not many. And if you live stream a day and you're getting 20 people a day, well, that's all right, and you pull out the video shorts and you repurpose those and you send them back out, and all that content then gets thousands of views. That's brilliant, in fact. But then the question is, how often are you actually going live? How often are you pulling out all the little video shorts in order to make all that happen? And not often, really. Or you'll start off with really good intentions, and then, life gets in the way and work gets in the way, and this customer has been awkward, and this member of staff's off ill, and your kids fallen over and hurt themselves, and you just get distracted. That's just part of life. And what can you do? It's part of life. And so we understand that. But what you want to be able to do is look at what part and what aspect of your sales funnel is not working. If you're not driving enough traffic to a landing page or an opt-in page or a sales page, then that's the first place to start. So how about we generate a lot of traffic? How about we drive it over to a landing page? And then let's see what happens when they get to the landing page. If at that point they're then not buying, then generally it might be a problem with the landing page. But as we said right at the start of this live stream, it might not be your landing page. It might be all your trust. You might have the world's worst reputation. I was just looking at on Twitter, United Healthcare, I think it's called in America, was trying to stop somebody who was in a cancer operation, and they wouldn't pay for the stay after the operation. Now, if you remember, these people were the ones whose CEO got assassinated. If you remember that last year. And it's such dreadful. First of all, the assassination is dreadful, obviously, but also the way that they deal with their healthcare clients. It's just bizarre. It's just unbelievable. But their reputation is an absolute mess. And it's healthcare. So in America, they don't really have much of a choice than to go through those healthcare. But if this is your business And we've seen businesses like this, haven't we? Where you go on Google and you type their business name and their reviews are absolutely dreadful. Or you go on Trustpilot and they've got absolutely dreadful reviews. Like 1 star out of 5, and 1 star out of 5 is giving it too much, So it might not be your landing page. You should be checking out what your reviews are like. And if you haven't actually got reviews, then is that creating a mistrust? Because think about it, like with 2025, right? What's the world's biggest thing that we don't trust? Everything, right? Like politics in particular. It's just hilarious at the moment what's going on. Well, for some people it's hilarious, for others it's not, in America with what's going on with Trump and so on. But it's like trust is at an all-time low, and you've got to be building trust at every single stage of your sales funnel. And some of that trust comes in having reviews on things like Trustpilot and Google reviews. Now, actually, we don't use Trustpilot, but we do use Google reviews, and got 4.9 out of 5 stars because somebody downgraded us for some reason. Don't know who they were, never even done business with us. One of those random things. But you've got to get this trust factor. And then when you've got that on Google reviews, you can copy and paste those back onto your website, because they're from people who've actually given you reviews. So they're bona fide reviews, and you can paste them onto your website, and they should be going out throughout your landing pages, for example. But you've got to be driving traffic to your landing page. And if you're not getting the numbers on your website and on your landing page, and this is one of the questions we ask clients, how many visitors did you have on your landing page this week or this month? And they go, I don't know. Like, well, how many people are visiting your website? I don't know. Well, what use is that then? Like, if you've got nobody hitting your website this month and you're complaining about not getting sales, do you not think that maybe you're not getting people to your website? That might be it. That's why no one's converting that wonderful landing page that you spent so many hours creating. Oh, a little bit bluer. Move the logo 2 inches to the left. Like all that stuff that you do that we know that people do, but you haven't actually got traffic going back to the landing page. No wonder the landing page doesn't convert, because it's got nobody to convert. So you have to drive a lot of traffic, and that can be from organic content. We're going to talk about that soon, and that can also be from paid ads like Facebook and Google pay-per-click. We'll talk about that soon as well. So step 1, you've got to be driving people to the landing page. Now, on the landing page, you've also got to make sure that this is a really fluid thing. And there's a big discussion, I think, right now. We've got a landing, well, in fact, all of our landing pages have menus across the top. And technically, you're not supposed to do that for your landing page. You are supposed to just have just the landing page that just gets the person to do this one thing, nothing else, not to be able to click anywhere else. Just do this one thing, which is usually, take the action, fill in a form, click the button, complete your email address, whatever that one thing is. And we actually don't do that in my business, but we actually do recommend it for our clients. Because usually what happens is we've spent paid ads or organic content, driven somebody to the website. They might not want the thing that's on the page, but they want a subsection of it. So like we've got our one offer away challenge, which is like a workshop. And people might not want that. They might just know, oh no, I just want the Facebook ads, in which case we can click Facebook ads and then they book a call and then we close them. So that's why we do it in that way. But your landing pages have to be really fluid. And we used to call them in the olden days squeeze pages, because we used to squeeze the customer down the page towards the button. And if you can imagine a funnel, squeezing that customer to read all the text that's on that page, so they have to click the button to take the next step, because it's a no-brainer. And so that landing page has to be in effect. But again, if you've got no traffic to your landing page, forget about your landing page. Like you need to have a plan and a strategy for creating lots and lots of content. Once you've got the content, then your landing page should be in a position to start converting. And if it's not, and you should be like reviewing this at least once a month, and I would say as a bare minimum once a week. I mean, sometimes it's once a day for us, because we want to look at how much traffic is going and what the conversion rate for that traffic actually is. But that landing page is the conversion mechanism to get the person to take action. Now, it might be that the very first time that somebody lands on that landing page, they go, yeah, this looks pretty good, but I'm not going to do it because my kid's just fallen over, or someone's called in sick, or something else is happening somewhere else, right? So they get distracted, which happens all the time, which is also why we want to have Facebook ads retargeting, so that when they land on that landing page and they haven't taken action, we can send them an advert out on Facebook to go, hey, you didn't sign up on our amazing landing page that spent ages created for you. Why not? Here's the link again. Why not have a second go? And obviously a certain proportion of those will then click on that and then they'll sign up eventually. So you've got to be really a little bit crazy, I think. Like, you've got to be obsessed with getting traffic back to your offers. And this, I think, is where a lot of people kind of fall over. And I would say I feel this too. So, you know, if I'm selling something I used to work for Dell back in the old days, and I could phone anybody up and go, yeah, I work for Dell, and it was really easy, and I could sell Dell, right? But now I can't just phone anybody up and go, hi, it's Dan, because I feel self-conscious about selling my own stuff. And I think a lot of people actually feel like this. And I feel like this as well, which is one of the reasons why we actually don't do cold outreach. We only do outreach once somebody's actually expressed an offer in you know, something. But this is where you've got to get your sales process in place, because if somebody lands on your landing page, you need to retarget them. If they fill in the form, which, you know, sometimes we use two-step forms, for example, which gets their name, their email address, and their phone number. So now we've got the three pieces of information that we really do need: name, email address, and phone number. If they then don't go to the checkout page and buy, we can send them an email saying, hey, I noticed you complete the first step, but you didn't complete the second step. How about buying the £27 property sourcing product or the £400 website, or whatever that happens to be? Or if we want to do outreach, because we've already filled in the first bit, we can pick up the phone and go, hey, Bob, I noticed you're just on the website, but you didn't complete the checkout. Do you have a question that I can answer for you that can help you move along? And they'll go, yeah, I was a bit confused about this. Okay, well, what are you confused about? Let's answer that. And if I can answer that for you, do you want to go ahead? Yes. Brilliant. That's the conversion right there. And that conversion comes from you having a follow-up system. And the follow-up system is part of your sales process. And all of it, from top to bottom, has to be drawn out on a sheet of paper. Like, grab yourself a sheet of A4 and go and fill this in. Like, go work out, what is the sales funnel? Okay, I'm going to live stream once a day. Out of that live stream, I'm going to pull out all the little shorts and I'm going to reschedule those. Okay, I'm going to send them to one offer, one single offer. We've got on the website, go check it out. We've got a one offer away free video course, which you can just go and download. In fact, I'll actually talk you through how to do all of this, which is really cool. So, and then what's the landing page going to look like? Now you've got all the traffic coming in. What about paid ads? What about retargeting ads? What's that going to look like? What about following up? If it's a two-step process where they fill in their name, their email address, and their phone number, and they get to the checkout and don't do the final bit, what is the bit in the middle that you're going to do? What is that process? And what is the sales process? And the sales process is broken down to two different areas here. The first part of your sales process is what we've just talked about, which is the follow-up. Okay. The second part of your sales process is, now you've got them on the phone, what are you going to ask them? What steps do you need to ask them? So, for example, let's say it's weight loss. We like to use weight loss. It's a really easy one to do. And so let's say I'm a fitness coach, you're the client, and you want to lose, let's say, 12 pounds in 12 weeks. Let's just say that. Brilliant. Okay. Why do you want to do that, first of all? Well, summer's coming, and I know that if I could just lose a stone, 12 pounds is what? About 5 kilos, about 5 kilos. If I could just lose that, my abs would show a little bit more, I'd look really good on the beach. Okay. And what would happen if you didn't do that? Well, I'd still be fat, Dan, and I won't be able to take my shirt off on the beach. Okay. And how would that make you feel? Well, that would make me feel really crap. Okay. And what about your partner? What would they say to yourself? Oh, well, maybe they'd be embarrassed about seeing me. Maybe they'd feel I'd let them down again. Okay, and what would your kids say to you? Oh, my God, well, I just feel dreadful. I can't be the super fit dad that I want to be. Okay, and how does that make you feel then inside, knowing all of that? Well, that make me feel utterly dreadful. Okay, so we've got a choice then. You can either stay where you are feeling utterly dreadful, or you can sign up for my £400 course, lose 12 pounds in 12 weeks, and you're going to feel absolutely amazing. I know all this information because you've just told me. Now, we call that bridging the gap. It's really cool, really interesting way of getting sales. And you're just highlighting for them what that journey is going to look like, what they get at the end of that journey in 12 months, because people are buying the solution. They're not buying the journey. If they could just buy a pill, which they can actually, it's called Ozempic, it's an injection, to lose 12 pounds, not without its side effects, if you like, osteoporosis, like that young lady got. you can take Ozempic for that, or you can do it properly, cut your calories, hit the gym, get muscular, look great on the beach. Your wife's going to love you. Your kid's going to love you. People are going to admire you from afar. Whatever that feels right for you, like that is right there is a sales process. It's one version of a sales process, and there's 100 different sales processes that you can use depending on your industry. We actually don't use that form in-house because we're a marketing agency and we don't want to do that. Our sales process is more like, well, you know, how many leads do you need? And they go, well, I want 10 leads. And you go, well, how have you got to the 10 leads? You know, how much revenue or profit does a lead make? Well, a lead makes £100. Okay. So you want 10 leads. Yeah. £100. Yeah. So you want to make £1,000 a month. Oh, no. I need much more than that. Okay. Well, why did you say you want 10 leads then? You know, so it's like, what is that sales process? And often clients don't know themselves. You know, the guy that wants to lose £12, he's not really thought about why he wants to lose £12. And actually asking why he wants to lose £12 really does solidify it in his head. He actually, God damn it, I do want to lose that weight. I want to look amazing on the beach. Summer is coming. For the first time in my life, I want to take my t-shirt off and look amazing and look like James Bond walking out of the sea or whatever that is, right? So that is a sales process that you've got to get in place. So let's recap on these then. Okay, so you need your landing page. And I did say earlier that actually focus on your organic content first and then your landing page. And I would suggest actually that's the wrong way around. You need your landing page first. There's no point in having organic content where you're going to send the traffic, right? So you've got to send it to your website or your landing page. Don't spend hours and hours and hours on that though, like the landing page. And days and weeks and like, you know, we speak to clients, we go, oh no, the landing page will be ready soon. Okay, when will that be ready? Oh, in about 4 months. What 4 months? It's one page. We created a whole sales process yesterday for one of our clients. It took the whole team. It took us to creating the landing page, writing all the copy, working out what's going to go on the Facebook ads. Like we don't mess about. We do it instantly. It takes a very short amount of time. And the only reason it takes such a short amount of time is because we've got such a lot of experience in doing this for various clients. For you, you've probably not got that experience. So you do need to spend some time on the landing page. But once that's done, it's done. Then move on to organic content and driving traffic back to that landing page, because we want to know what's working and what's not working. And you might have 2 landing pages, A and B. We call this A/B split testing. And you can send traffic and it will land on either one of those pages, and one of those pages will convert better than the other one. A/B split testing. We want to split test which page is working better. And then we get rid of the one that's not working as well, or we might make some changes to try and improve upon it. And then we run some more traffic. And then maybe we want to run some paid ads. And that paid ads would be Google pay-per-click, you know, 24-hour plumbing leads, for example, if your tap's just gone. Or it might be Facebook ads, depending on the industry and depending on, you know, the targeting as well, which is really important. That's something we, you know, if you want to go down that path, we should actually have a chat about, because it is different depending on your, you know, if you're a 24-hour plumber, I'll just give you an example. If you're a 24-hour plumber, there's no point in marketing on Facebook, because at the point of sale, which is 3 o'clock in the morning, because I've got water flowing through my ceiling, I'm not going on Facebook looking for a plumber. I'm going on Google to type 24-hour plumber Leeds City Centre, maybe, right? So different services and different products will have a different platform that's more suited to them. And if you're not sure which platform is right for you, you should speak to us really. So you've got your landing page, you're driving some organic content, you're driving some paid ads and some Facebook ads and Google pay-per-click and so on. Then you've got a follow-up process. You might not have a 2-step sales process, by the way. You know, we're just, this morning we connected for a client. They've got a training product and they've got Active Campaign. And what we want to happen is when somebody signs up for the training product, we want that training product to tell Active Campaign that this person with this name, this email address and this phone number has bought this course. That way they can phone them up and go, hey, Bob, I saw that you bought X course. That's the basic package that you bought. Shall I just tell you what's included in the bigger package and run through why you might need that one? Like, is that a sales opportunity? That's a follow-up. I mean, again, a follow-up is a part of a sales process. So as an overall thing, it is a part of a sales process, but you should be having these follow-ups. Or if someone, you know, messages you on Instagram, what is your follow-up mechanism? We had a guy who had a problem a couple of days ago just getting into our training course that he purchased. Not quite sure why he couldn't get in. It happens very rarely, but it does happen from time to time. And he messaged me on Instagram. We replied back. Didn't hear from him for a couple of days. But we replied back after that, and he said, "That's amazing. Thank you so much for being so thoughtful. By the way, your course is amazing," which is really cool, by the way. We should copy and paste that. That's another review to go onto our website. But what is the mechanism for that? And what does that look like in your business? And it's different for everybody's business. So just to recap, landing page, number one, drive some organic content to that landing page, then run some paid ads and Facebook ads. Organic content goes out to people who already know who you are, usually, right? There's a few exceptions, but usually. Paid ads like Google and Facebook will create a larger outreach that will get your message out to people who've never even heard of you. They don't know who you are. So like this live stream, for example, it might go out to people who've never heard of us, might do, but usually the people watching it are the people that do know us, and they're going, "What's Dan rattling on about today?" They actually know who we are. We might not know who they are. By the way, if you're watching, welcome. Thank you very much. Please put something in the chat. We do have a chat down here. I forgot we have a chat. Let's have a look. I just bought £10,000 worth of Moondan coin. Get in, Joseph Castro. I have no idea what that is, but if that floats your boat, then good for you. So thank you if you're watching. Thank you if you're listening. So where were we? Organic content, paid ads. Yeah, paid ads reaches people who doesn't know who you are. Organic content like live streaming will reach people who do know who you are, but also the platforms will also send your live stream out to other people that don't know who you are as well. So another reason for actually having a live stream, if you can't afford paid ads, is because you will get access to other people effectively. And then you need your follow-up, and the follow-up is part of an overall sales process. If you don't know enough about sales processes, it's fine. You just need to go and learn about sales processes. That's it. And it's okay not to know this stuff. And if you want help and advice, then you can click the link down below and go to our Work With Me and book a 15-minute strategy session. We'll go through it with you, with your specific business, on what your specific offer is, on which specific platform, and we can help you come up with a way of doing that. And if you want to then use us to help you create that and implement that, then great. And if you want to go off and do it on your own, that's also great. Or maybe you just want the Facebook ads aspect or the Google ads aspect, or you want a hand with a landing page, it's all good. That's what we're here for. We're here to help. Anyway, that will do us for today. I do hope you enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that one today. I'm losing my voice a little bit today, it seems. So I'll wish you a great day, and we'll speak